Hey, this is Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 76. It's a special episode because I'm on the way to Puerto Rico right now. I'm literally broadcasting from an airplane, and I'm going to be doing comedy on the cruise. I talked about it on the show earlier. So we're going to do something a little bit different. Some lady just bumped into me. We're going to do something a little different today. Today we're going to talk about being a man in show business. Kamal is in the building. Our guy Dominique Purdy is here too. And we got a Dear Irby question coming up in the end as usual. But after the feedback, we're going to get into the conversation and tell you how Eddie Murphy showed us how to be a man at all times.
This is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. I'm Kyle.
I am Kamal.
We're saving relationships one listener at a time. We got some feedback.
Do we now?
Yes, this was from my sister. She says, another good show, but I'm going to have to call you out on this one because aren't you the same man at the Fiesta Bowl who says he hates fan loving on his girl's team? For those of you who do not know what's going on, I talked about how much I hate going into the games with my lady. I went to like a SC game and she ruined it talking about cheerleading and stupid stuff. And so my sister heard me and she heard me contradict myself. And you know sisters love to call you out when you contradict yourself. So my sister did. She said, and then you hate Oregon, but must be too bad because I heard about the Rose Bowl. Didn't you go to the Rose Bowl? So what is up? Hold up. Yeah, I'm up. Hold up. I'm on my layover in Miami right now. So that's what that is. Flew LAX in Miami, about to fly to Puerto Rico. My bad. She says, so have you changed or are you taking the lesson of the day advice? P.S. I'm so with Kamal. Wanted Eddie to do new stuff. Kind of over buckwheat for show. Didn't know you met Craig Robinson. That's cool. Also, I think that's Michelle Obama's brother's name. LOL. I have to look that up. She's right. That is Michelle Obama's brother's name. I think it's Craig Williams. So, yeah, let me just tell you. I don't talk to my sister all the time, so sometimes we communicate through the podcast. She'll do feedback, and I will respond like that. So that's what's basically happening right now. Yes, she is calling me out. She is letting me know that I contradicted myself. So let me explain the rule. You know, I got a rule for everything. Basically, I don't want to take my girl to my game. Nah. Hold up. So I don't want to take my girl to my game. So if I'm going to like a SC Trojan football game, I ain't trying to have her there because she don't like the Trojans. She likes the Ducks. And I don't want to sit up here and try to tiptoe over my feelings that the USC Trojans are the best Division 1A. Notice I said 1A because not 1AA, because 1AA, that's the Southern Jaguars. But anyway, that the USC Trojans are the best Division 1A football team program west of the Mississippi, period. So, you know, we get into arguments about that. Anyway, the point is, I ain't going to my games with my lady if I can help it. But her games, I'm cool. Rose Bowl, I just sat there. I didn't really cheer. So, yeah, that's what happened. That's the difference. You know, I got a rule for everything.
Hey guys, I want to take this time to ask you to subscribe to The World According to Cheryl. That is Cheryl Underwood's podcast. It's hilarious, and I'm on it.
This is a snappy outfit. Did you dress like this before everything started cooking for you?
Nah, see how you already like, why are you talking about this?
Yeah. What's your sport? Do you deal in any sports at all?
No, I don't do. I used to box when I was little.
Really good?
Nigga, if you play sports.
Yeah.
Look at this face.
That's why he said I used to box when I was little.
Golden gloves or self-defense?
No, it was.
Now look, you're probably getting tired of this question, but you've had such amazing success in a short time. How has it changed? Have you changed your whole lifestyle outside of a few new duds? Huh?
I'm moving out of my house.
Yeah.
But it's not because of the. It's a ghost in my house. That's why I'm moving.
A ghost?
Yes.
Does he talk or you just see him?
You blacks aren't like whites
right?
with
Yeah?
ghosts in
I didn't
the
know
house.
that. What's
they
the
aren't
difference?
like whites?
No.
I was watching Poltergeist on television, on cable.
Yeah.
And I noticed that y'all just stay in the house when the house is haunted. And we leave.
You leave.
And I'm leaving because an old Jewish man died in my house.
Yeah.
It's very unnerving. You be in the house, you hear, moo. Get off my lawn, you schwatzer.
So time to cut. Yeah, white people just hang around the house waiting for them to go.
Yeah, the girl was in the TV set.
Yeah.
And then the girls said, Mommy, and I would just leave the kid in the set. She was only 6. They couldn't have been too attached to the kid. Leave her in the TV set.
We had Richard Pryor on the other night. We were talking about you.
Yoda.
Is that what you call him, Yoda?
I call Rich Yoda.
Yeah. He said he'd
You know why?
You know.
I met Rich right after his accident, and I used to tease him because right around his neck he got like lines from the accident,
Right.
and he was giving me all this. People going, "That's cruel." No, but he was giving me this advice about comedy. It was just strange sitting there and going, "Learn all that you can from comedy." He told me to go to Las Vegas because I said I've never been to Vegas. He said, "Go to Las Vegas. You must watch Shecky Green. Learn."
He said he thought you were too funny. Or he was a little worried that you might be getting too funny.
Nah, Rich is the man. That's a bad dude.
He is, isn't he?
What do you not like, Kamal?
I don't like how back in the day, man, they were pitting these niggas against each other. Like
right.
every Richard Pryor interview, they got to mention Eddie Murphy.
Right.
The
You know
next
what I'm
nigga.
Right.
Yeah, how do you think about this other guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can only be one.
There can only be one special nigga.
Yeah, and it
Right.
created like a lot of animosity. I think Richard Pryor really. Eddie says he was like felt threatened. It's
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Right.
and like this kid idolizes them.
Yeah.
but because every time they mention me or any interview, they ask me about your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? So now I gotta feel threatened. Like, who is this motherfucker?
Yeah.
But really, man, I just want to be like you. I want the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I really just I idolize you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, embrace me.
Right.
And
that's a lesson for the young men out there too. If you got a young man, all right, so whatever you're killing it in, you got to understand each one teach one. Dominique Purdy, you rap. You do comedy, but you rap.
For sure.
So it's important for you to mentor the next eccentric comedic rap guy. If he comes to you, not feel threatened.
For sure. Yeah.
You know, it's if the next young male rights activists out there that you know maybe looks to me and what I do and like,
well,
hey,
if he's
man,
doing the same thing, he's in the same lane.
I can see
and
me
every
feeling a
time-
little certain kind of way.
And they ask him, "Yo, Kyle Irby, yeah, but what do you think about this 22-year-old male rights activist?"
Yeah.
and you like, yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's dope.
You know what's funny? It made me think about Brandon T. Jackson.
Okay.
Because his big thing was back in the day, like, that I don't know if he's like 2 years younger than me or 1 year, but asking me, he was be like, when were you born? I was born this date, whatever it was. Maybe it was 82 or whatever, and I'm 84. And I would just be like, in my mind, it's like, why does that
Why does
even
it
like,
matter, though?
like, yeah, cool, that's good for you. But it's like, especially in this game of entertainment, people be trying to play the age thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm younger than you.
I'm the young new nigga.
Right, I'm the young this or that, but niggas don't realize that this shit's a marathon, bro.
Yeah,
You could be hot as fuck and then fall the fuck off. If you're really dope, it doesn't matter really what age you get on, or because it's ageless after that.
Cream rises to the top.
Man,
As
Kamal
we say.
Abdul-Jabbar.
I didn't coin that.
And you
I thought
coined
that
it to
was
me.
yours, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
But nah, man, yeah, it's like I felt like they were, and obviously it's way before my time. I'm like 8 or 9 during this time.
You was alive?
Yeah. But they were and going back and watching these interviews and reading these interviews and stuff like that. They always in the 80s.
Yeah.
They always ask Richard Pryor about Eddie Murphy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They always do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And just based on Eddie's comments, I'm sure it caused a lot of unnecessary animosity
For sure.
and friction between the two because like damn, like even the Tracy Morgan interview, we're here to talk about me. Why are we bringing up this
Why we
shit?
bringing up
Right.
Tiffany Haddish in my
I don't understand why he couldn't just answer the question.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
probably something to bother him.
He probably got tired of it.
Right, but
He
it's
probably
like
was tired.
she's on your show, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, and he just said,
If you're the-
"How does it feel to see her blow up?" He could have just answered that real quick.
I'm happy
it's
for her.
dope. I'm
Back to
real
the
happy
show.
for her.
Yeah,
Right.
but he probably caught slipping in that moment.
Right.
Yeah, and it's like I think that's what happened with Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
and even after he just wanted to work with him in Harlem Nights, man, Richard Pryor since that movie shitted on that movie. He hated the movie. You know what I'm saying? He just said he did it because he wanted to work with everybody, but like he didn't like it. You know what I'm saying? It's like he probably. I mean, on one of those interviews, Eddie said, recent interviews, that he was always mean to him.
Yeah, I
Right.
heard him say that.
Yeah,
Like, man, it's crazy because he had a lot of the OGs just talking mad shit to him. You know what I'm saying?
About him in a nice way, a negative way, or what?
I feel like for example, Bill Cosby obviously had a
Yeah.
thing where he didn't like Eddie Murphy
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
And Richard Pryor even too, no matter that he loved him at the same time.
Yeah. Hey, come on, we got listeners all over the world now, man.
Yep.
And I was wondering, man, what the people do while they're listening to our show. I know we got a guy in the Navy who's in Spain who listens. We got a lady that drives a Lyft. She listens while she's driving her Lyft and has her customers listen too, which is absolutely hilarious. Cat in Brooklyn listens while he delivers some fish. Okay. We want to know from other people, man, how do you listen to our show? What are you doing? Hit us up on the social media. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I am at Angry Kamal.
And let us know what you're doing when you listen to our show. Kamal, what are you doing when you listen to the show?
Man, I'm usually chilling, man. I take the train to get my son from school.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, man. So I get the headphones on and I listen to it front and back. The problem is I'm coming back. He wants to talk. I'm trying to listen. So I have to, try to act like I'm paying attention to him. I'm really listening to my words of wisdom.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
Pretend like you're listening to your son while you're listening to the podcast. That's one way to do it. I usually listen to while I'm cleaning the house, man. I picked... Well, go ahead.
Domestic work?
Yeah, man. Oh, come on, dude. I wish I didn't have domestic work, but yeah, man. I usually listen to if I'm washing the dishes or folding laundry. I listen to any kind of thing that I don't have to think.
Yeah,
and I just get to listen. But I want to know what do the people listen? What are y'all doing? Let us know.
I think the biggest role models. Eddie and Richard. You see them on Dick Cavett and all this shit, man. Richard Pryor is not on when he's on Dick Cavett. And it's like you got the two biggest of all time conducting themselves, you know what I'm saying, as men. Like he didn't let young-ass Eddie Murphy, 23, 24 years old. He is not allowing Johnny Carson to fucking son him.
I love that moment when Johnny Carson asked Eddie Murphy to do a Bill Cosby impression.
Right.
And this is where you see the poise of a young Eddie Murphy.
Right.
Eddie Murphy is, well, let's just play it.
Who did you watch when you were a kid? Did you outside of Pryor?
I used to watch Cosby.
Yeah. You do Cosby. I've seen you do Cosby on Saturday night.
Cosby.
You do Cosby and also Pryor.
I do. That's how I've been making it.
Well, yeah, everybody steals to start. Everybody steals a little bit to start. Do a little cause.
Nah.
Come on, a little later.
No.
See, success, now you won't do anything.
I love that, Kamal.
Yeah. I gotta admit.
What?
I probably would have did Cos.
I would have too.
Yeah.
Dominique, would you have done the cause?
You already know
You wouldn't have done it.
Because the thing is, I feel that. I just feel that same. I understand that energy of like he's like, nigga, fuck you.
No.
Nigga.
That pressure when the audience start clapping them on.
Yeah,
just Johnny, no. But the audience like,
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's nothing personal.
No.
This is what people don't get, man. I can't stand when people say, let's just say I said, hey,
You sound
Dominique
like
Purdy.
Kaz right there.
I know. I'm getting into my Kaz personification of about to be preaching and shit.
Right.
Let's say I said, hey, Dominique, man, I want you to come with me to Papa John's Pizza.
Right.
All right. And Dominique's like, man, I don't really feel like walking to Papa John's Pizza.
Right.
And I'm like, man, Dominique, you selfish. No, nigga, you're selfish.
Right.
You want Dominique to do what you want him to do.
Right.
And you don't care that he don't want to do it.
Right.
So now you're gonna start bribing, you're gonna bring up old stuff. What about this? And now if you say, hey, Dominique, you come to Papa John's, I'll buy you pizza. Then he says yes.
Right.
You made it, you sold it to him.
Right.
But to just say, oh man, you won't do it. They want you to do it.
Right.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
Right.
Like that's an asshole right there.
Right.
Yeah, and he just proved that I'm not gonna be your monkey.
Right. Yeah. Right.
You can't just wind me up and say, all right, go. I'm in control of my shit. I hate when they ask Martin to do Shanae and the.
Does he do it?
Yeah.
He does it?
I've seen
when
him
you
do
see him do it?
I've seen him do it recently.
Dude, I ain't seen him do. He seemed tired as shit.
I always hate when people ask you. I know.
Yeah, it's weird. Like they got him on some like pills or
Yeah,
something.
his energy's off.
I think he's medicated.
Yeah, he's got to be, bro.
Yeah, because his whole
Vibe is different.
Dude, it's like he got body snatched. or some
Yeah,
shit.
man. I'm like,
it's
why is he
creepy.
talking
he's
so
not
slow?
even funny anymore. He's not even trying. Like and every time he just like blowing kisses. It's
Right,
appreciated.
the peace sign.
Yeah,
How
like-
you gonna have the Def Jam anniversary not say one thing?
No.
He didn't want to even talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's something you would do, Dominique Purdy.
Nah, that's not something I would
Dog, your ass is such a fucking artist, man.
do. No, I would be Chappelle at that Def Jam thing.
And what does that mean?
That nigga was faded. That
Yeah.
nigga was having a ball, and he
Yeah.
was just cracking jokes off the top of his head.
Yeah, okay.
He's like, I don't get. He's not even thinking about them filming it. You
Yeah.
could tell. He's just like having niggas sing and like like
He's owning it.
he was just
I hate when people say, "Hey, do that thing now, go."
hell no.
Nah, bro.
I've seen people try to get Jamie Foxx to do Wanda. He was like, nah. And just next question.
Right. No, Jamie Foxx got the Eddie Murphy shit too.
Yeah.
Like he will definitely be like,
He's
nah.
cool. He's secure in his shit.
Right.
I
think
mean,
the thing about him is he has the cool at like Eddie Murphy.
Nobody's
has.
cool in Ed though.
Nobody's cool in the Ed, but what I'm saying is like he has that same thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my special with my shirt half open, and you know what I'm saying. And I got bitches, and you know what I'm saying. And I don't have to do nothing.
We're talking about being a man in show business, right?
Right.
And Ed is the man.
The man.
And what I love about when Eddie Murphy was on Johnny Carson, who's also the man, you can't get no bigger than Johnny Carson.
No.
So the
especially
fact
at that time. Yeah.
yeah. So 'cause I don't think people understand the numbers that Johnny Carson was doing.
He was the only game in town.
Yeah.
He had
There's
the
3
shit.
shows.
It was no no
Letterman, Leno.
it was no
Conan,
3
right.
people at
No.
you know what I'm saying, ABC, CBS, NBC. You know what I'm saying, the Jimmys and
He was going against the news.
Right.
right,
That's it.
in reruns of like Nightline and
Yeah.
some shit
Wow.
like that. Yeah.
Wow.
There was no, and they had him on 6 days a week. You know what I mean? The show was like 2 hours at first,
Yeah.
then an hour and a half.
Wow.
Matter of fact, Saturday Night Live can thank Johnny Carson for Saturday Night Live
They had
because
the-
he didn't want that slot.
Whoa.
They had to holler at him first.
That's power.
They had to holler at him first. So like, it was like, because it was going to be a new late night show. They was like, hey, man, we about to do this thing. That if he said nay, it probably wouldn't have got made.
Johnny Carson was the man. I got Johnny Carson's book, and that dude was the man.
Wow.
So the fact, this is how you know you're the man.
Right.
How do you act around another the man? I hope you heard this, fellas.
Yep.
That's how you know if you're the man. When the man walks in, how do you act?
Right. Are you still the man when
Are
the
you
man's
still the man
there?
when the man walks in?
Right.
President Obama comes in, you start stuttering?
Right. Are you like,
Because when I saw Eddie Murphy at the Laugh Factory that day, I wasn't the man.
Yeah.
I was,
and Martin was there too, right?
Martin was there too. And Lack told a story about how this nigga was acting like a bitch because Martin was there.
Yeah.
I was like, nigga, come on, dude. Like, it's okay, man. Martin, dog. It's not a
Right.
big deal, man.
Right.
Like, it's not. Then Ed walked in. I was, oh my God.
And I think Johnny Carson tried to assert that.
Dog, he did. But what's funny is the chess match in it because when Ed refused to answer the question, then Johnny Carson went to the money.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He was like, okay, all right, you're not gonna let me son you in here.
He's a pro.
Oh yeah,
He's a
because
pro.
this is a battle.
Yeah.
No,
because I'm
crazy.
gonna promote the whole thing, and then when John gets Ed in that, then Ed goes to the age question,
Right.
which is real smooth. Watch how it all plays out. Right.
Anyway, what are you doing with all your money? You investing it?
No, I just bought this suit.
You took care of most of it, huh?
That's it.
That didn't come off the rack. I mean, that's high class.
This is off the rack
Oh,
stuff.
come on now.
But I shop. You got to shop.
Yeah.
I bought this right over in Westwood. You just
Yeah?
got to shop.
You think I could carry off something like that? Think I
You
look-
would be
look-
jamming in this.
Yeah?
You'd be jamming.
Yeah.
You should put some stuff like this on.
You think
How
that-
old are you?
What?
How old are you?
Well, I'm 57. I'm 57.
Right.
You would look
Got
good
you.
in this. Jamming. You should
That was
hang
like an
out
Allen
with me.
Iverson
Yo.
crossover. Right.
This guy Johnny Carson, this is his interview.
Right.
I'm interviewing you. Ed asked him a question, stuttered him. Well, I am
Right.
57.
Right. Nobody probably even knows how old he is.
No, and nobody
Like the whole
asking him.
audience is like, wow.
Wow, he's 57.
No, listen, you could tell just with audio.
Let me play it again.
How old are you?
What?
How old are you?
Well, I'm 57. I'm 57.
You would look good in this. Jamming.
Yeah.
See,
Still
you should
charming
hang
them,
out
though.
with
Right.
me sometime.
Yeah,
That's the beauty of it.
Right.
Yeah, and see, not only that, I think it was like, yeah, man, you talk about me with all this money. How old are you?
Right.
Yeah, I'm 23, 22.
Right.
And my money is damn near like yours. What were you
Right.
doing at 22?
Right. Exactly. It's like
where were you?
like,
Where was your
whoa.
money at?
Right.
But here's the thing, though, man. I don't know if people are really catching this. Talking about being a man in show business.
Right.
Ed not only chopped him in the throat, Ed is keeping. He's not. Now we watched. We haven't played it, but we watched the Tracy Morgan
lose
clip.
his cool.
He lost his cool just like that.
Dude, let me tell you, the perfect example is like, this is hilarious. My boy one time, on his birthday, choked the shit out of another homie we was kicking it with.
Damn.
Picked him up on the gate. It's just like all this stuff that he was doing to him, like psychologically throughout the day, I guess got to him.
Yeah.
Starts choking this nigga. And we're like, yo, chill, man. You gonna kill him. Like, he's choking the shit out of him. Lets him go. Hour later, we're in his crib. He's serving him a piece of cake. I kid you not. I tell him this to this day. I was like, because his birthday's in December. I was like, yo, every December season, I think about you choking him. Because that's the funniest shit. You choked the shit out of this nigga.
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
went in the house, played video games, and you let him eat cake.
Let me tell y'all fellas something, man, about charm. There's something to be said about the guy that's not rattled. When you're mad, fear and anger go hand in hand.
Yes.
If you're mad, it's because you're afraid of something, and you need to find out what you're afraid of. And Eddie Murphy, he not only didn't get mad, he charmed him. And then Johnny kept asking him offensive questions.
Yeah.
Let's see how Ed handles it.
Where would we go? What would you take?
I got some spots that you would be jamming in them.
Really?
Yeah. You put some leather stuff on.
Things really start to cook, huh?
Johnny, Ed, you too. You.
Okay, we'll go.
We'll be
You
jamming.
don't want to kill an elephant just for his clothes.
See, that was fucked up. That wasn't cool, man.
Right.
So now Johnny's been sunned by the great Eddie Murphy,
Right.
a young man,
Right.
And because he's feeling frazzled, he gonna go on his co-host.
Go to the little homie.
Right.
He
I can't get you.
I can't get you, but
Right.
I'm gonna fuck his ass
Right.
up.
But he didn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy because when you like listening to this,
Yeah.
you feel the audience
Yeah.
on the edge of their seat and,
Yes, they are.
and they're feeling the tension in
Oh
the
yeah,
air.
live television.
Now everybody doesn't know exactly what's going on.
They know something's
why
going on.
there's tension.
Yeah, something.
You know what I'm saying? If you black, you know what the tension is.
Yes,
You're
you
like,
do.
you know exactly what it is.
Do you know what Eddie Murphy said in 48 Hours it changed show business? Yo, Kamal,
What's up?
I finally finished my album, dog.
The one you did in 2013?
Yeah, man. I know, man.
Okay.
A long time ago, man. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna finish this album. This thing is coming out
Eventually.
You know, you gotta finish. You can't give up.
I can dig it. And eventually it's finally here.
Eventually, it's finally arrived, man. And I was
Okay.
listening to it, man. This thing was funny, dude.
Okay, it's not dated. No jokes about chingy or nothing like
There
that.
is some dated jokes in there,
Oh, yeah.
like there's a reference to. It was before Michael Sam came out. Because it was like a reference to gay athletes that came out, and I was
Okay.
like, "Wow, that's dated."
Okay.
but the juxt of it is everything's good.
Bruce Jenner still.
Yeah,
Is Caitlyn? Is it
yeah,
Caitlyn?
he's Bruce. In the
He's
album.
Bruce.
I don't talk about him,
but he was Bruce.
Yeah, I used to have a Bruce Jenner joke. He was Bruce, and this when I recorded this. But no, it's ready, man. It's out.
Okay.
It's funny, man. Check it out and get it on iTunes right now. It's called "Be a Man at All Times." Do you know what Eddie Murphy said in 48 Hours it changed show business? There's a new sheriff in town. Yes.
Oh my God.
That moment right there. Dog, we were talking about, me and Kamal, we were talking about the Harriet Tubman movie, right?
Oh God. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched it, and I didn't like it.
Of course.
And we were talking about what could have made it great.
Right.
And what I said was Jordan Peele. If Jordan Peele made the movie. And then Kamal said, well, if Jordan Peele made the movie and he put Lupita in it, and I said, that right there, we got ourselves a movie. Now, old girl that played Harriet was cute. She was cool. She did her thing. But Lupita is a motherfucking beast.
Right. Well, honestly, I think, it's obviously whoever they cast.
Yeah.
But I think it's the storyline. We need to see Harriet Tubman blow a nigga away.
Yeah.
Without seeing any black trauma.
Yeah.
I want to see a movie about the past where
Yeah.
they just start from white niggas getting fucked up. And we don't get to see what the memory of somebody, daddy getting hung or none of that shit. We start right from blowing white niggas away. Y'all know the story. You know what I'm saying?
That's
that
hilarious.
movie would be crazy.
But this is what I'm saying, dude. In the casting, Eddie Murphy, when he says there's a new sheriff in town, he says it with a conviction. And he's the same guy that told Johnny Carson, the biggest name in television, I'm not doing your Bill Cosby impression.
Ooh, that's deep.
On the spot.
That's deep that he said that, not even more like it's a new sheriff in town.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because, I mean, Johnny Carson couldn't believe that Ed wouldn't do it.
Right.
So then let's fast forward some years, right? This is we're breaking down Eddie Murphy.
What year was that?
What was this first one come out? Do you remember?
I think that was for Trading Places. It came out in 83.
So
83.
Fast forward 4 years later to 87. Wow. Johnny Carson's on his way out. Johnny Carson left in 93. So Johnny Carson's still the man.
Right.
Leno takes over in 93, but he's taking more vacations now.
Well, I think Arsenio's around now.
Arsenio is here now. He sure was 87. Good eye.
No, 87 is lit because that means yo nigga got a late night show.
Yeah, your boy.
Your boy.
And you're on my show.
Right.
But your boy got a show and you helped him get it.
Right.
And I need you as a guest now because the only reason why Arsenio came out was because you left the void with black people on television.
Right.
You only picked your favorite niggas. Arsenio's put niggas on left and right.
Right.
So fast forward to 87. Eddie Murphy's on Johnny Carson again, and he still talk about the money. Check it out.
Now, you've made, I hate to be, bring up things like this, but you're making a ton of money.
Not as much as you.
Well, I don't know.
Quick on his feet.
But you have never been married.
That's a good joke. That was good on Johnny
great.
Carson.
That was good.
That was good on Johnny Carson.
That was good. That's why Eddie said, all right, nigga, nice.
You got to spread a little of that around to keep people happy, you see. And you should. I mean, if you bring money in at the box office, it doesn't bother me that people get big salaries in the business if they bring people into the box office. You're
Does bother
entitled.
you.
But it's changed your life, obviously. Now, you go out and really go nuts with it, or you
Pause that shit.
put it away, or how do you
So,
handle
dude,
it?
he's trying to soften the motherfucker up. Mm-hmm. I didn't get you 4 years ago.
Hilarious.
Nigga, you gonna tell me you gonna do what I want.
No way, dude.
Yo.
It's not that.
It's a power struggle, man.
That was definitely a power struggle. This is a dick measuring contest.
It's dick measuring, and Eddie wins at the end of this interview. You haven't seen it yet.
I haven't.
No.
I know you don't need a bike, so,
He's trying to, like,
Go out
what
and
the
go
fuck?
nuts with it.
well, some people do. They go crazy.
I think it's healthy to go crazy sometimes, but for the most part, I think I'm conservative. I don't live above my means at all.
Yeah.
I have fun.
It's tough to live above your means. I mean, you got a lot of means there. But you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you see something, you walk down the street and you look in a store and you say, man, look at that. And you can just walk in off the street and say, yeah, I want that.
I do that sometimes. That's one of the good things that comes out of.
Now, what would catch your eye in a window if you're walking down the street?
I don't know. That's a weird
expensive
question.
watch, a coat.
And he's laughing right now. I can't believe the audacity. of
Right,
motherfucker.
What do you like? What catches your eye?
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know. Like, look at that shiny ring.
Nice.
Hey, Amos, get a load of that coat.
Pause that shit.
Amos.
Yo.
Wow.
Hey, Amos, get a load of that coat, my nigga.
Basically, is that what you're trying to say? This is
Yeah.
what we are.
Yeah.
Like, we get some, and you keep mentioning this shit.
Yeah. Hey, Amos.
Yo.
Whoa. Amos and Eddie or Andrew?
Amos and Andy.
Amos and Andy.
Blackface
First of all,
characters.
Let's explain to the audience who Amos and Andy. Can I have your attention, please? We are trying to start a movement. You heard that right. We're starting a movement. We're doing something different here at the MRA podcast. We vibing with y'all. You know what I'm saying, fellas? You know what I'm saying, ladies? It ain't just fellas that listen to the show. Matter of fact, it's majority women, but it's all good. I know you know somebody that fits with what we try to do over here. So all we need you to do is send it to them. Tell a friend. You know what I'm saying? That somebody know how we get down here at the MRA show. It's really called the podcast, but I just wanted to rhyme no and show. Let's explain to the audience who Amos and Andy is.
Amos and Andy was a popular radio show back like before TV, obviously. So the 30s and 40s, and they were played by white guys. And so they were.
Wait a minute, they're played by white guys, but they're black characters.
Yeah,
Right.
Okay.
They talk like, say, Amos, and they had these big words. They were using this shit wrong and all of that. And so it got so popular that in the 50s they decided to make a TV show. In TV show, they obviously couldn't have blackface.
NAACP.
They already was against this shit.
Yeah, they already
really
hated
was
the
going to
fucking
live
show.
it.
But
So
we
they
wasn't doing no goddamn
So they
blackface.
hired black actors.
Of course. Embarrassing, right?
Well, honestly, man, if you watch the show, except for Amos and Andy, it gets unfairly criticized. If you ever watch Amos and Andy, man, it's pretty fucking funny. And except for Amos and Andy and a couple of cast, man, these are all professional people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They were all fucking professional, had good fucking jobs.
I thought you meant professional actors.
No, they're gigs.
Oh, you
Okay.
mean the characters weren't the only characters that were like bad were Amos and Andy and a couple
Like
dudes.
it should, yeah. Like,
Right,
well,
right.
no, they had a few more, but they had a few more.
Yeah.
Right.
But for the most part, it wasn't. I mean, honestly, it'd be like fucking watching, what's happening.
Yeah.
You got some cool
My favorite
motherfuckers
show.
on there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yes, the NAACP probably wanted them to come in like, "Hey, Amos, how you doing?"
Yeah.
But it was like because it was from some white dudes, and when it started, they were making fun of black people the way we talk,
Right.
And so it already came in with like a stink to it.
Yeah.
But if you watch this shit, man, my pops turned me on to that when I was a kid, man. Some of the funniest shit, some of the greatest storylines, some of the funniest sight gags. But they got that shit canceled. You know what I'm saying? Eventually. And so, but just on the strength, without knowing any of that, Amos and Andy, you think of some minstrel shit. You think of some old cooning, some coonery. And so Eddie is cracking jokes like, basically, that's what Johnny Carson is trying to insinuate.
Yes.
That if I got some money, I'm walking down the street like a fucking
Big-eyed
thing.
Ooh, right. Right.
Nigga with new
Right.
money, like
Yeah.
like some Floyd Mayweather shit.
Right.
Who's like a modern day,
Right.
whatever the fuck that is.
Right.
Like I got billions. I bought
I
me
got money. I'm
Right,
rich.
right.
Yeah, like Chris Rock said, the nigga that writes Shaq's check.
Yeah.
Here,
Right.
Shaq, go buy yourself a bouncer car.
Right.
Go buy yourself a
Right.
bouncing car. He's wealthy.
Right.
Yeah.
Bill Gates woke up with Oprah money and
He
jump out a fucking window.
Exactly.
Slit a stud on the way. And so,
I forgot about that tagline.
Of course, Kamal remembers that fucking tagline.
but yeah, man, Johnny, man, as much as I didn't grow up on Johnny Carson.
Yeah,
I
I've
didn't-
always respected him.
I didn't watch this shit. I just knew other comedians swore by him. He never really did it for me.
Yeah.
My pops loved him and all of that shit. But I watched this shit, and it's like, hey, fuck Johnny Carson, man.
Right.
Because
I'm not trying to start. You know how we get really woke now, and all of a sudden we got to go back and say, fuck. Johnny Carson did say some stupid shit when he said, "Hey man, you want a job? I'm an equal opportunity
Right.
hirer."
Wow.
I
No,
think-
but see, it's like, but it's like at the end of the day, some people just got the whiteness in them, and they're gonna have those moments.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? He's still probably like overall great
Cool
guy.
dude.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hell yeah.
But like now you coming up against where we about to expose a little bit of the things that you probably say behind closed doors.
if Ed played ball,
right?
this shit probably never happens.
Nope.
Exactly.
If Ed did the cause,
Not only that, did everything you wanted to do.
if Ed played ball,
Yep.
it was the ideal guest. Then yeah, he's probably not fucking with him about his man. He might fuck with him
He
about
still
his
wants to
money.
know, because that's a common thing to ask a young rich black man. You're rich. You were poor before. What are you doing now that you're
And
like
also,
us?
he asked him exactly. See that's the thing. That's why he answered it so good, because he's like, basically, nothing's really changed.
Yeah.
I just got money.
Yeah.
I'm the same nigga. I
Yeah.
still like clothes. I still like cars. I liked them when I didn't have
Yeah.
the money to afford them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You moving, yeah, but not because of that. I'm moving
I
because
love
I got.
that.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
not moving because I'm getting. And so, yeah, man, this shit's insulting, and they don't realize it's insulting. They don't realize it. It's like, dude, they're not asking whoever the fuck was some young comedian at the time. They asked Eddie Murphy. In the 70s, they probably asked Freddie Prinze. You know what I'm saying? They probably asked Richard Pryor.
Yeah, are they asking, what's the white dude's name, the wild and crazy guy?
Steve Martin.
They're not asking
They're
him.
not asking Steve Martin. They're not asking motherfucking Dan Aykroyd. After when Eddie's turn, when Dan Aykroyd came on the show, they didn't ask Dan Aykroyd.
What are you doing with all this money now?
Yeah.
Right.
How was that?
Right.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd was relatively young too. He wasn't, he was a few years older than Belushi and those guys. So, you know what I'm saying? He's relatively young. If Eddie's like 22 at the time, Aykroyd's like 28, maybe 29.
But if you think about it, what they're really saying is, man, welcome to our world.
Right.
You're no longer just that guy. You're no longer some broke ass nigga. Once you get money, we see you differently, buddy. Welcome to the club.
But specifically him though, because it's like he's the biggest star in the world. You know what I'm saying? Black, young.
And I think it's trying to knock him down a peg or two. I think he really is trying to knock him down just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Brush him back off the plate a little bit.
Just a little bit, little chin music.
Yeah,
Right.
Like
I love that statement.
Hey, I'm Johnny. This is my shit. You know what I'm saying? This is I'm the king of this shit. I'm the king maker.
Yeah.
I didn't make you.
Right. I didn't make you.
Yeah,
right.
I didn't make you. I make these young motherfuckers. They supposed to be on my dick.
Right.
You're not.
Right. Why aren't you on my dick?
Hey, man. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, man. Like, Johnny Carson was the kingmaker at this time. Those old comedians, anybody like in their 60s and 70s, a comedian, they tell you, 50s,
Yeah.
that
Jerry
era-
Seinfeld.
yeah,
Jay Leno.
Right.
the baby boomer comedians and all that shit.
Right.
Those guys swear by it. You go to Carson, you 5 minutes, you had a career. This motherfucker had a career when he got to Carson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need you.
And on the man shit, it's like after that interview, Carson's like, damn, I respect this nigga.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, I hate this nigga, but I respect him because
respect the fuck
he
out
did
of him.
not dick ride me. He just stayed him, and I could. What can I say?
He told
What
me
can
no.
the fellas learn from this, man? We get back, we're going to tell you right now. Hey, what's up, man? I just had to take a time away from the podcast to let you know. If you want an MRA hat, you can get you one. You know why? Because we got them for sale. 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 You can get you one in red, blue, black, whatever you want. Just go to the website, themrapodcast.com. That is themrapodcast.com and get you one. This is how you know Eddie Murphy's huge, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about Eddie Murphy. We're talking about being a man in show business. Eddie Murphy is the man,
Right.
We can all agree on that, right?
Yeah.
We agree.
So you sent me this clip where Eddie Murphy basically takes over the Tonight Show.
Right. I was saying, like, he gets the last laugh. Like, Johnny's been trying to sun him
Yes,
this whole interview.
and several interviews.
Yeah.
Right.
Dick measuring contest.
Yes.
Right. And finally, Eddie just, like, whips his out. All of it out.
Let me show you how long mine is.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm about to get and when we start this clip, I need you to hear when he tells the comedian that's on the show, it's Ellen DeGeneres.
Right.
Now, Ellen DeGeneres today is one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Of
course. Yeah.
And this is what I love about her story. She talked about how when she visualized that she would be the first comedian to ever be invited, first female comedian ever invited to the couch. That was her goal. And she did that. And so she worked so hard for years and years and years to get her shot to be funny on Johnny Carson. Eddie Murphy is about to bring a dude out there. He's showing ultimate pull. Ellen DeGeneres worked her craft. She had a vision from God. She had this, a friend had to die.
Right.
And then she came up with this, this prayer about this friend. Like this supernatural thing happens to her.
Right.
She works her craft, works, gets all the way to be great enough to get to the Tonight Show, which leads to her getting a sitcom, which leads to her having a coming out episode, which leads to her getting, becoming a huge star for the LGBTQ.
One of the biggest stand-ups ever.
Right.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She worked hard to get there. Let's see how Eddie Murphy gets one of his boys on there.
Who else on the show tonight?
Well, who we got? We have a lady by the name of Ellen DeGeneres, a comedian. Jane Leaves.
I can stay, right? Because I know a lot of entertainers come in and after they do their thing, they're going, well, trying to have things, other engagements and that crap. I can stay.
You don't have anything to do? Well, stay. That's a big call. I couldn't say.
Well, you know, Johnny,
I'm on the
it's very
set
nice
early
to
in
be
the
here,
morning.
but I got a plane to catch.
Yeah, I'm on the set at 6. I
Yeah,
must
right.
leave tonight.
Get
Well,
outta
great.
here.
Hang out.
Hey,
Now,
where's Chris
you got-
Jackson at? Do you know a guy named Chris Jackson?
Do I know who?
Chris Jackson, where's he at?
Chris Jackson?
Did you see a guy backstage with the clean head with the hat on?
Chris Jackson. Who's Chris
Chris
Jackson?
Jackson's the funniest man. I was in a hotel room last night, right? And this guy does an impression of Prince.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Is this
thing.
Chris Jackson?
Chris, come here.
Come here, Chris. I don't know who.
Johnny doesn't know this dude is.
How you doing? How are you? Good to see you.
Why would he? It's some nigga shit.
Everybody, Chris Jackson. Chris.
That's amazing.
Made the crowd cheer for this nigga. If Eddie loves it, we love it.
Sure, go ahead and do the little Prince thing. You don't have to be beautiful to tell you all. When this thing comes on, baby, don't steal no more. To me, I'm gonna show you what it's all about.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Chris.
Nigga, I'm about to take over your whole fucking show, nigga.
You saying that's how Ed got the last laugh?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hold on. Who y'all got on here? I'm gonna bring this random nigga out that's doing a Prince impression that's not that great. You know what I'm saying? He's doing some nigga shit. He on his knees, some shit we crack up when we all drinking and partying
Yeah.
at my house or something.
I was in a hotel room last night.
Right, and this nigga cracked me
And
up.
he told me he works backstage.
Right, and I'm gonna make the audience cheer. I'm gonna announce this nigga. Chris Jackson, everybody cheers.
Wait, he said he worked backstage.
He said, is there a guy, do you know a guy named Chris Jackson?
Nah, that's his boy.
Right, no,
That's
he was
the dude.
saying,
He's
have
in-
you
he's in-
seen him backstage?
Yeah, he's
That's
in
what he said.
Hollywood Shuffle.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the
Yeah,
guys.
he's the black dude. He's the dude that I talk proper.
No,
but he's
no, that's not him. That's the guy with Dirty
Oh,
Larry.
he's the one that has the leg up. Yeah, right.
He was
He's like one more step. Right, that's right.
So Ed is in the
Yeah,
hotel
that's
room with
Chris
his buddies,
Jackson?
his friends.
Yeah,
I know Chris Jackson now.
yeah. So he's I that large. Who do you have on there? I get my boy on here right now. To
I'm
do
gonna
his
get
signature
my boy
bit.
to get a off the cuff Prince impression that he did last night in the hotel
You know
room.
a guy named Chris Jackson?
Chris Jackson. I'm gonna make the audience cheer for this nigga. And I'm gonna crack up. I'm gonna be entertained. This is my house now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have my legs wide open.
Can I stay?
Can I say?
Yeah, can I stay? And also because, dude, he was ending the interview. They were going to commercial.
Yeah.
So that was an extra. They had to either bump somebody or cut into somebody's
They
shit.
only have so many. Only have so many
Yeah.
minutes in the show.
Right.
Dude,
Here's what's crazy. Bro.
nobody's doing that today, bro, without it being planned.
Let me tell you what's crazy, though. Johnny Carson asked Eddie Murphy to do a Bill Cosby impression, and Ed said no.
Right.
Fast forward a few years later, not only did Ed bring a guy out to do an impression, he told him on the spot, "Hey man, do that thing that you did last night."
Right.
You like
And he did.
impressions,
You
Nick?
like impressions?
Right.
So you like
how I'm
impressions?
oh, hey, you know what? This time when we go up to the show, I'm gonna bring Chris with me.
He like
This nigga
impressions.
trying to make me do Bill Cosby. I'm gonna give you an impression.
Oh, he likes impressions.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna bring in that you've never heard of.
Right.
Yeah.
That's never been
Dude,
booked,
he's
never
not,
been vetted.
He's not vetted.
At
You don't
all.
know what he's gonna do.
I have no idea.
I know Johnny was nervous as shit.
What's going on.
Yeah.
Right.
But that
And Johnny's doing the neck cut like, dude, get us out of here.
yeah, like, and that's power. That's really on some old not revenge, but it's like, oh, I'll come back.
I'll be back.
Right.
I'll be back, and I'll be back. I'll be stronger.
Let me tell you what the lesson is for the fellas, guys. All right, guys, now it's time for the lesson of the day. Don't ever forget, Kamal, you said something. One of my favorite things you said on the show, we were talking about how we had to get jobs. And you're like, when you get on, you're going to remember the people that didn't support you on your way up.
For sure.
We never forget.
Hell no.
No. Tiffany Haddish talks about her family that when she was trying to find
Grandma.
a place to stay, like they wouldn't let her stay there, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Like any girl out here on the streets,
Come
like
on,
that's
man.
insane.
Yeah.
Dude, like George Lopez never forgets Eric Estrada.
He shit on him?
Oh, he says, yeah. Honestly,
Well, why did he shit on him?
I guess when he was doing chips and shit like that, I guess George Lopez was a young dude, so it's another the fucking only probably Latino man
Yeah.
Right.
on TV.
Right.
I forgot. I mean, he said basically he shitted on him, and he rips Eric Estrada every fucking chance he gets.
Wow.
He talks about this. Yeah, Puto, you be careful.
Yeah, Puto.
Be careful how you treat people because you never know, like,
Who that guy is?
yeah,
50
you
Cent
never know
and Ja
what
Rule.
what they grow up to be.
You
They're the
just
same
never
age
know.
though.
Hilarious.
They the same age, but like, yeah.
But the blow up status make you different ages. If you blow up bigger than a nigga,
Yeah.
and
No, I'm
take
saying,
it-
but basically, he shitted on him as a youngster.
oh, I see what you're saying. In their
So
situation,
it's
yeah,
much worse. I mean, for George Lopez, that shit probably traumatized him.
Nah, definitely.
Like, especially like niggas a hero. Like,
Because you don't know what niggas are like. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like, yo, you're not. I thought you were gonna be cool as shit.
that's why I really don't geek out with a lot of people because I don't want to hate them.
That's the main reason niggas don't geek out.
Yeah,
because you don't
other
want,
niggas will fucking clown you.
right? Yeah, nah,
Wow.
nah. I definitely have some experiences young where it's like an older nigga. I was like a fan. I was like, oh, it's like that.
wanna
Even
keep-
Tracy Morgan. You know what I'm saying? I remember giving him one of those comedy CDs in Amoeba one time, or trying to.
Yeah.
He's like, no. I have comedy in my heart.
Hilarious.
I was like, yo, what the?
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't know. It's one of those
I don't
moments.
want your
It was one of those
comedy.
moments that he had with the Tiffany Haddish thing.
Yeah, it's basically
one of those like,
I'm giving it to you free, but I don't want to have to be responsible for looking out or trying to put you on. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely on my. I don't even think he's barely on, but
back then I think he was like barely on.
still,
Like maybe he was on Saturday Night Live or something.
he wasn't on 30 Rock yet.
Nah, this is like I'm like young. This is
Okay.
like I'm like 19, 20, something like that.
Hey, if you're enjoying the podcast, do us a favor. Tell a friend. That's it. Costs you nothing, helps us out, and gives your friends some entertainment to make that commute a little easier, or gives them some company on a workout or while they're cleaning the house, so it helps them out, helps everyone out. All right, so please subscribe, leave a positive comment, and share. Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Dear Irby, what's up? My name is DeAndre, but it's spelled Deandra. But he says parentheses, pronounced Dre. And I'm a sophomore at Alabama State in Montgomery, Alabama. The Gump! What up? I think they're Hornets. What up, Hornets? I work at a fast food spot near campus. I'm the new guy. That's my first job, but I needed to pay for books and food while I'm on the yard. By the way, for some of our non-HBCU listeners, the yard is what they call campus. All right. So I work with a bunch of guys from school, and one of them got me the job. I found out a lot of guys are taking money. It's not really stealing because they ain't taking it from the register, but they take money and don't charge the customers. They look at it like a tip for giving the customers the hookup with free shit. We are allowed to give customers free food and whatnot in certain circumstances, so they see it as giving them free food and they're accepting a tip for hooking up the customer. Even a couple of managers are in on it. At the end of the night, they divvy up the money between everybody and everybody takes a cut. They have not paid me yet because I'm new and I don't work the register yet, but I heard in the next few months I'm going to be trained on the register. I don't want to ask y'all what to do because I'm pretty sure you're both my dad's age. Hilarious. So don't hit me with the fatherly slang. I just want y'all to keep it real with me. Would you take money without ringing someone up? Would you take the money that other guys were passing you at the end of the night? That's all I want to know. DeAndre from Beham. Kamal, how you feel, dog?
Well, let me tell you something, slick cat.
You old ass nigga.
Nigga said, what do you call it? Old slang? Is it your father's slang?
No, no father's slang.
All right, man, let me tell you. I'm going to keep it real with you. This is some shit that I would have did at 19. I did shit at 19. I worked at Abercrombie & Fitch. I worked in the stock room. I used to just boost all types of shit, go back and sell it. You know what I'm saying? I worked at Magic Mountain at 19. I would have cats give me $5, and I would let you, come give me $5, and I'll let you play video games all day in the arcade and stuff like that. So I did like little cricket shit like this when I was this man's age. He's a sophomore, 18, 19. I did the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit there on my high horse and like, hey, man, this ain't right. I don't give a damn about corporations. I don't like stealing from the next man, but I don't give a damn about Walmart, Target, you know what I'm saying? Any of that shit. If you're getting over on them, more power to you. The way I'm going to approach this is this ring is going to fall. It's just the way it is. This shit's not going to last forever. I mean, somebody's gonna notice some shit. They got cameras, maybe somebody's gonna give up game. This shit is going to collapse.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you can take the cash, you can be a part of the conspiracy, but just know you're gonna get caught.
Eventually.
And you will be fired, and they might prosecute you. It's like, eventually you sell dope. You know you're gonna get caught.
Yeah,
it's the
you
delusional
cheating on your
people.
wife. Eventually, you're gonna get caught.
Delusional people think, man, this shit's easy. No. These people are paying you, and you're double dipping. They're paying you, and you're taking money from them. Right? They're going to catch you eventually. Even if you don't take part in it, they're gonna say, "Who knew about you? Knew you didn't tell." So you're in a pretty tough situation right now because you can't snitch. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what you do. I would say, me personally, at this point in my life now, yes, I am your father's age. I'm not touching this shit. I'm not touching these people with a 10-foot pole. Don't even bring that shit around me. I'm on the straight and narrow. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's depends on how much they rack up. This shit can be felony charges. You know what I'm saying? You taking a plea as a sophomore in college to avoid jail time, and you plead to some felony. And now you got a felony on your record before you even get to the workforce. So think about your future and not your right now. I'm sure your father would give you the same advice. It's the reason why it's called fatherly advice. Man, we've been there. I've been there and I've done that. You know what I'm saying? I left Abercrombie before they got wind of it, but Magic Mountain fired me. You know what I'm saying? They fired me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They fired me for something less, but eventually I'm sure I would have got caught because I am not this criminal mastermind. And I'm assuming, DeAndre, you are not a criminal mastermind. Even fucking criminal masterminds get caught.
Yes, they do.
You know what I'm saying? And the people who's working with you at this job, how much do you know about them? Do you know if they're geniuses, criminal geniuses, or they could be fuck-ups, arrogant fuck-ups? You know what I'm saying? You see criminals rob something, and then they're on Instagram flashing money. Do you know if any of these motherfuckers would be on Instagram exposing themselves like the crime or videotaping this shit? Stay away from it, man. It ain't worth it if you just there. If the money is good enough that will allow you to pay for your books and food, that's what you're there for, man.
We'll come back on my way in. Hey, what's up, y'all? If you like this show, you want to help us offset some of these costs, man, you feeling the need to donate, then do just that. Go to www.patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast. That is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal. You can find us at Patreon. Or you can catch us in the street and just be like, hey, man, I love y'all. I want to bless you with some cash and put some dollars in our pocket. You can do that. Or you can hit us on Venmo. Find our names and just, bless us with dough on Venmo. Or you could pray for us. Do that too. But we prefer cash. Come out today on the show. We've been talking about being a man in show business, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Eddie Murphy, the way Johnny Carson asked him, hey, do this impression. He was like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
The lesson we can learn from Eddie Murphy is most people would have done the impression for Johnny Carson. They would have felt the pressure because Johnny's the king.
Yeah.
Ed told the king no.
Yeah.
Because I'm the king.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, DeAndre, you got to learn how to do you. Now, a guy that does impressions, well, Eddie Murphy does impressions, but a different guy that does impressions might have launched into it and felt no big deal.
Yeah.
So that's what I would tell you. How does it really feel to take the money? Let me go back. You said this ain't stealing. Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't lie to yourself, bruh. Yeah. Let's start there. Don't lie to yourself. As a guy that's been in them streets on these women, maybe I do justify it. Yeah, I told her who I was. But I try not to lie to yourself is what I'm saying. You got to know what it is, man. No, they're stealing. Stop it. It's free. No, because it's free. And, sometimes we can give. That's not the intention of giving the free stuff. It's, hey, man.
You didn't like your meal or some shit like that. Yes. Or it took too long so we can, yeah.
Yes. And if it's free, why are you charging them?
Mm-hmm.
You're not giving it to them free. We look at it as a tip. It's not a tip.
Yeah.
You're giving them the price of what it is. And you know what the price is because you memorize the prices with tax.
I did the same thing at Magic Mountain, dude.
What'd you do?
It was, I worked in the arcade thing. So it was a couple different arcades that we did this virtual reality game. Mm-hmm. And so they said, hey, look, if they complain about this shit, because virtual reality was relatively new. If they complain about it at all, give them a free game.
Mm.
So, nigga, just give me a $5, and I just had to mark it up.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the $5, and I'll mark it. This nigga complained about the game. So they're getting a free game.
Yeah. Like
Magic Mountain said I could.
Exactly.
But Magic Mountain was supposed to get that money.
Yes. They wouldn't. No. They weren't supposed to get that money. It was supposed to be no charge.
No. Magic Mountain was like, they pay for the game. If they complained about it, give them another game.
Yeah.
So they paid $5, and then they fucked up. Well, you can play it again. We got the $5 though.
So you took Magic Mountain's $5.
I took Magic Mountain's $5, and everybody's happy except the corporation.
Yeah. So the way you justify it is you don't mind stealing from corporations.
I didn't dick the guy.
Yeah.
You got exactly what you got, the virtual reality game.
Mm-hmm. But at least you're owning that it was stealing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Even a couple managers, don't tell me who's in on it to make yourself feel better. Those managers will be fired eventually.
Maybe brought up on charges.
Yeah. So, dog,
depending on how much money they rack up.
Yeah, DeAndre, I'm telling you right now, you might want to think about getting another job.
Yeah.
Because it's hard when you don't do the scam. You don't want to be the one guy in the group that ain't doing the scam because they don't trust you. They don't trust the guy that's not hands ain't dirty as well. Everybody's hands got to be dirty. So when you don't, it says, it's like when you offer somebody a chicken nugget and they say, I don't eat chicken. It offends you a little bit. Because you be like, oh, what, you think you better than me because you don't eat chicken, motherfucker?
That's for training day, right?
Yeah.
He didn't want that dope money.
Exactly.
Well, this nigga got to go.
Yeah. Exactly. The moment you don't take it. So you might want to think about getting another job, bro. Or you got yourself. But you asked, would you take money without ringing somebody up? No way. Even then, I would not have done that. But I would have took the tips. And when they did me up the cash, I definitely would have took the money.
Oh, wait. So, on Set It Off, you don't take part in the robbery, but I need that money?
I don't need it.
No, I'm saying, but that was a home chick. She didn't take part. She chickened out.
Yeah.
I'm going to get that money.
That's hilarious. I don't know about that. I'm not asking for the money ever. But when they divvy in, yeah.
I would have taken part in the shit at his age.
Yeah,
I would have been just as complicit as everybody else. And would have worn it like a badge of honor. Would have shown up to work with some new J's on, hilarious. The shit that from my ill-gotten gains. Not understanding, thinking, I got this. You don't got it. You know what I'm saying?
I probably would have helped in other ways. Like I would have helped, like keep whatever. I would have helped. I would have done this for the team. I do this for the team, but I wouldn't have been the one stealing the money.
Yeah, there was a guy who worked with us. He wasn't gonna touch the shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But
touch
guess
it.
what?
What?
Nigga gave me $20 for like one of them $80 sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna help, but I can benefit a little.
yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest. That would have been me. That would have been me. I wasn't doing the thing. You know what I mean? Like if we were in high school and you were selling dope, I'm not selling the dope, but I'll front you the cash to get the dope, and I'll take my cut on the back. That's me. I'm not selling the dope. It's illegal. I don't like doing stuff illegal, but it's probably illegal for me to front you the cash too. But I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna front you the cash.
Funding a criminal.
Yeah,
operation.
I'll fund your shit. I'll fund your shit and take my shit on the back or whatever. But I'm just not.
That I'm not doing. But it was. I mean, you justify whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah. But I'm an investor, so
Yeah.
like I'm the dude that you know how Martin invests in our shows.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah.
That's me. Like, you know, if you like, this is going to turn to an education meeting. I'm done acting. No, I was playing. But in the future, like that's a role that I like. Help with the writing, put the money up,
Oh, okay.
get his cut.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, but nigga need the money
that
first.
Comedy store money.
Oh yeah, shit, that's hilarious. But yeah, hope you know whatever. Anyway, if you guys have a Dear Irby letter, send us an email at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamal.
I'm at Kyle Irby. That's on all social media. I'm at Kyle Irby. At the MRA Podcast is where you can find us both. KyleIrby.com is where you can see some of my commercials I've done, some of my comedy videos, all that stuff. And the MRAPodcast.com is where you can find old episodes. Ladies, we love you. Fellas, be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.